Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05Blaster here and welcome back to another video of this channel. In this last episode we have done Poland versus England, and obviously we had two English people who scored wonderful goals with the likes of Michael Owen and Robbie Fowler. And obviously there have been no surprises, as I'd already told you the score. England has defeated Poland 2-0. Now in today's episode or today's match, we're going to do Saudi Arabia versus Italy right here in the Brisbane05Blaster World Cup Match 6 round of 16. So Saudi Arabia, they've been the dark horse team for the past, I wouldn't say for the past, maybe for the past 30 years I would say. For 30 years, Saudi Arabia have been the dark horse team. 94 they've actually qualified. Back then, they had the likes of Belgium, Morocco and Netherlands. Obviously, Netherlands were the favorites, but Belgium and Morocco were not the favorites back then. It was Norway, Cameroon, Ireland, Wales. Well, Wales had Ryan Giggs, and I think it was Norway, Ireland, and Romania also, pretty much. And Saudi Arabia's 94 World Cup went well. They got eliminated in the round of 16. But 2002 World Cup was like the only World Cup that they have to forget, because obviously Saudi Arabia's worst defeat. 2014, like the 2014 World Cup semi-final, Brazil losing to Germany 7-1. This is by far the worst. Saudi Arabia losing to Germany 8-0. 8-0. And they lost to Cameroon 1-0 and Ireland 3-0. That concludes the tournament with Saudi Arabia conceding 12 goals in 3 matches without even scoring a goal of their own. But then after 20 years have passed, and Saudi Arabia finally getting redemption. They finally get to beat one of the strong teams, as they haven't bet a strong team ever. They bet Argentina 2-1. Sure, they finished like 4th place, but it was their best win of the World Cup. I felt a bit sad because my team lost, but for Saudis, that has to be one of the historical wins they've ever seen. And as for Italy are like the giants. They won World Cup, they have won 4 World Cups. One in 1934, 1938, 82, and then 2006. They had the likes of Maldini, then they had Baggio, they have Del Piero, then they have Cannavaro, they have Buffon. Now Italy have not even qualified in 2 World Cups, which was the 2018 and the 2022 World Cup. And that's how Italy was actually forgotten. No one even remembered Italy because they haven't even qualified in the next 2 World Cups. Because they have been winning 4 World Cups, and that's like for a very giant, for a very strong European team to do so, and they have good players. They have been like the successful team for the past for ages, I would say. But we're going to take a look at the studio so we can see the differences and similarities for Saudi Arabia and Italy. So here's the studio here for Saudi Arabia and Italy, and that's the head-to-head analysis here. So at this stage, both of them have only played 1 match. Well, it's the start, and it's the first time these two sides have met. But Italy getting the 2-1 win over Saudi Arabia. But it has been a very good performance here from the Saudis, as they just managed to at least give Italy a scare. And with the form that Italy is having for since the 20s, they have not even qualified in the World Cup. And Saudi Arabia is trying to pull an upset here. But Italy, obviously they are the giants, and Saudi Arabia is like the dark horse team. So yeah. So there has been no draws because obviously 1 match was played. But this can change, as we're going to go to the team management to make some changes. So let's take a look at the starting lineup here for Saudi Arabia. Oh, no wonder they've lost badly in the 2002 World Cup, because look at these players. Mohamed Al-Dahir, Ahmed Jamil, A. Duki, Mohamed Shilia, Al-Kawai, Timat Al-Wairin, Saeed Al-Wairin. I think there was actually an icon card for him. I think he's one of the best players here in Saudi, Saeed Al-Wairin. And then we have El Hassan Al-Yami, Obaid Al-Dosairi, Al-Jaber, and Al-Otabi, Marzouk Al-Otabi. And here are the substitutions here for the Saudis. And let's probably improve. Let's take a look at the defense starting lineup. Let's see. So from LB to RBs, their lowest rated player is Muhammad Shilia. And I think rest of them are all decent. So you know what? I'm actually going to put... let's put Abdullah Sulaiman in replacement for Muhammad Shilia. This should really work out well here for the Saudis. I mean, no wonder they lost badly in the 2002 World Cup. And that was their only World Cup they should forget. And now let's take a look at the IGM. They're going with a 4-4-2 formation with the midfielders. I think that would be the right wing back, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure because I don't know what type of the position they're playing. So let's make some changes. I'll probably go with the... I'll go with the 5-3-2 formation with, I think, two attackers lining up, I think, to probably provide some help here. This should really work well for Saudi Arabia here. I mean, if you ask me. And now, obviously, Italy. Let's take a look at their lineup. Their lineup is pretty amazing. They have Francesco Toldo, Paolo Maldini, Alejandro Nesta, Fabio Cannavaro, Paolo Negro, Stefano Fiore, Luigi Di Baggio, Antonio Conte, Gianluca Zambrotta, Alejandro Del Piero, and Christian Vieri. So, here are the substitution bench here. They have Marco Del Vecchio. Then they have Montella, Antonioli, Ambrosini, Albertini, Francesco Totti, Cristina Biatti. But you know what? I think for the attacking position here, I'm probably going to put Francesco Totti in replacement for... Let's go with... let's go with Gianluca Zambrotta here. No worries, I'll get him there. I'll get him to the starting lineup soon if I want to replace some of the players later on. But look at their players. I think Buffon will come in the next FIFA here. Next time if I play a different international World Cup or Brisbane05Blaster World Cup in that FIFA, we might see Buffon next because he's not there in the substitution, which is kind of unfortunate. But otherwise, Italy have they have like outstanding players. I have a feeling they could actually win this. But let's take a look at the IGM. They're also going for a 4-4-2. Let's go for a 3-5-2 formation with the defense. The 3 backline defense. Then they have obviously they have the right midfielder, left midfielder, then the cam positions, the left striker, right striker, and yeah. I think this should really work well here for this team. And obviously changes will be recorded. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And as usual, we're going to say our final speech. And there you have it, folks. I already made some changes here for Saudi and Italy. And I brought a legend here for Italy in the starting 11. And he used to play for Roma for the past 24 years. That means from 1993 all the way to 2017. That's right, Francesco Totti. I have a feeling he's also been selected for the 2006 World Cup and has won the World Cup for them. Just see if he's actually there. If he is there, he's actually a pretty good player here for Italy. Whereas for Saudi, I think I pretty subbed a decent player here. I don't know, it's a rookie here for Saudi Arabia, so I don't know. But I really hope you enjoyed this one, as we're going to go to a stadium. It's not a pretty known stadium as always, but I think once we finish the round of 16, because I think the next 2 round of 16 matches are also going to be unknown, unless for some reason they played in one of those... This famous stadium was actually played in one of those encounters, so yeah. But I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And with that, let's enjoy this match. Here we are, guys. We're here for our 6th round of 16 match, and that is Saudi Arabia versus Italy. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to get some snacks ready, as this match is going to be good. Here we are, guys. We're at the King Fahad Sports City Stadium here in the nation's capital, that is Riyadh. And of course, we have our pretty good players here. A decent player. The only known player here for Saudi is Al-Awairan. But Italy has a lot of players here. A lot of talented players. And of course, the match is kicked off with Saudi Arabia. But Italy somehow takes it. And now it's with Alejandro Del Piero. Still Del Piero. But Al Duqi passes it to Al Taimat. Still with Italy though. But Al Duqi has it. Pass it to Al Yami. But Fiore tackles him. But Al Yami takes it back. And he dribbles. Pass it to Al Dosari. Still Al Dosari. Al Dosari passes it to Al Jaber. Al Jaber shoots. But what a save. And Negro has it. Passes it to Totti. Totti to Antonio Conte. I'm pretty sure Antonio Conte used to coach Chelsea and Spurs. But let's take a look at this one. Is it a penalty? Oh, we thought it was going to be a penalty. See? That's exactly what I told you in that USA and Germany match. Where some of the players, when they do that tackle, they get away with it. But let's just focus on this one. But what I said earlier, Antonio Conte used to actually coach for 2 English teams. That is, first he coached for Chelsea and then he coached for Spurs. But we're going to see our first shot off target if they do. But Toldo saves this one. And he had made 3 saves. Saudi Arabia on a roll at the moment. Because they made 3 shots on target. But Conte has it. Antonio Conte. But there was no one to receive it. Al-Awairan. I'm pretty sure he's a good player here for Saudi Arabia. Now it's Al-Haber. Or Al-Jaber. Al-Jaber dribbled it to the sideline. And it's going to be a throw in here for Italy. Francesco Totti passes it to Negro. Negro to Totti. Back to Negro. I think, pardon me here for if you are... Sorry to say this. But if you are black and if I call Negro, just don't feel offended, okay? Because it's actually an Italian player. And I know how you feel when I say the word, so just don't worry about it. But Saudi Arabia have the chance here. But obviously one of the Italian players did a good tackle. And now Fiore has it. Still Fiore. Fiore with a good dribble. Fiore could probably shoot, but it went off target. And that's, I think, the first shot here from Italy. And Al-Daya kicks it way big. And Al-Awairan has it. Pass it to Al-Jaber. Al-Jaber to Al-Yami. Del Piero. Still Totti. Now he passes it to Totti. I think, Al-Awairan looks a bit different because, come to think of it, Al-Awairan actually played for Saudi Arabia from 91 to 98. So I'm pretty sure this is a different Al-Awairan you're looking at. So never mind. I thought he was a legend here for Saudi Arabia. Because he even got an icon card. But never mind. But Saudi Arabia, they are like so good here, I mean, apart from the 2002, obviously, they had their worst World Cup where they conceded 12 goals. But this could be a chance. But their shot goes off target. And 3 shots on target here from Saudi Arabia. And I've seen in the comments that many of them voted for Saudi Arabia to win this one. That is pretty interesting because I think I know why. Because Saudi Arabia, because they bet Argentina, I have a feeling you may think that Saudi Arabia could upset Italy with the form that Italy has. But it's with Italy either way because Nesta have it. Pass it to Vieri. Vieri does a big cross. And what a save from one of the Saudi players, or Saudi goalie. But Di Baggio has it. Pass it to Francesco Totti. Still Totti. Totti does a big kick. But Al Daya saves this one. Daya does a big low kick. Pass it to Jamil. Al Duqi has it. Pass it to Al Kalawi. Al Yami. Pass it to Al Dusari. Still Dusari. Pass it to Al Jaber. Al Jaber to Al Dutabi. But no, Cannavaro takes it from him. And I think this is going to be half time here. Nesta, it is. But what a game for Saudi Arabia. I've seen in the comments that many of you have voted Saudi Arabia over Italy. And look what has happened. Saudi Arabia has completely dominated the first half of the game where they got 4 shots, 3 shots on target. And Italy only 2 shots, 1 shot on target. They won 1 corner. Italy has more ball possession than Saudi Arabia. But fair play from Saudi though. Can they somehow do the miracle in the second half? We're just going to see and find out right after I make some important changes. Alright guys, second half is already started. And I already made some important changes here. at the King, at the King place, so whatever. But yeah, I've already made some important changes here for both these sides. For Saudi Arabia, I bought Alotaibi off, and Shaloub comes in for him. And for Italy, Fiore and Zambrotta comes in, and Italy has a chance, and that's an easy goal from Del Piero. I should not have really focused on the subs, because Del Piero, what a player he has been. That's first shot on target also for Italy. Italy are on a banger here. But obviously, Saudi Arabia, they're one of the dark horse teams. Can they do this one? Al-Dosari has it. Well, at the moment, Italy has the lead. But you know how Saudis are. Al-Yami. Still Al-Yami. Pass to Al-Jabir. Al-Jabir shoots, but Toldo saves this one. And it's a corner kick here for the Saudis. What a kick from them. Is it shot? Oh, Shaloub. How did Shaloub get that one? That's wonderful control here from Saudi Arabia. You might have to see the replay here. So that's a corner effort here. Shaloub manages to get the ball with a headed pass. And Italians were really raging because he was offside, but just manages to stay on, and that's how he manages to score a tap-in shot. And we're back into level. This game is really crazy. First, a wonderful shot from Del Piero, and now Shaloub, the super sub, has scored a goal for Saudi Arabia. Jamil has it, but it's still with Italy. Vieri to Del Piero. Del Piero does a big dribble, but I think that's a very bad tackle, and it's a free kick here for Italy. And Del Piero takes the free kick. Pass it to Vieri. Back to Del Piero. Del Piero shoots. And what a goal. He gets a brace. It's like, don't mess with me. If you tackle me, I swear to you, I will end your life. I think that's what he said. Del Piero went short. He passed it to Vieri. Then Vieri passed it back to Del Piero. And that was a curling effort from him. And with that, Italy take back the lead. But it's still anyone's game. Because I have a feeling, we don't know. I have a feeling Saudi Arabia could hit back. Al-Dosari with a dribble, but Baggio takes this one. And it's with Al-Yami. Al-Yami, still with Al-Yami. Al-Yami, but Cannavaro takes this one. Al-Duki has it. Still Al-Duki. Al-Duki, but Nesta takes it. Al-Yami has it though. Still Al-Yami, but Zambrotta takes it. Vieri, still Vieri, Christian Vieri. Vieri passed it to Nesta. Nesta tries to go. Yeah, what a tackle from one of the Saudi players. And I think this should be throw in. Yeah, he left it. And it's going to be a throw in here for Saudi Arabia. We already have 15 minutes to go. Can Saudi Arabia do the impossible? They just have to not concede. That's all. Al-Jaber. But Maldini tackles him. And Cannavaro takes it though. Del Piero has it. Del Piero could probably go for a finish. But Jamil takes it. But Di Baggio has it. Luigi Di Baggio. Al-Yami to Al-Dosari. 13 minutes to go. But Zambrotta takes it. Now Italy are probably doing well in their defense. But Al-Duki takes it though somehow. Al-Yami. Still Al-Yami. What a pace he has. Al-Yami. Still Al-Yami. Al-Yami with good pace. But Conte takes this one. And Vieri. But Al-Dosari takes him. Al-Yami. Still Al-Yami. Al-Yami. That could be a free kick. But no, what a good tackle from one of the Italian players. Conte to Totti. Saudi Arabia trying to knock the door. Keep on knocking. But no, Daia has it. Now Daia kicks it. Pass it. But Del Piero has it. Still Del Piero. Del Piero. Del Piero. Still Del Piero. He goes for a dribble. Pass it to Totti. But no. Al Daia manages to save this one. And I think Saudi Arabia might have a chance here. Shaloub has it. But Di Baggio saves this one. Totti. Totti to Conte. Still Conte. Pass it to Del Piero. Back to Conte. Still Conte. Conte shoots, but Sulaiman saves this one. It's with Italy, is it? But they're good. But they're killing time. But Del Piero is the man of the match because he scored a brace. Saudi Arabia did actually score one goal, but it wasn't enough for them. And there has been no clean sheet for once, as they finally... It was a goal galore this time. But look at the shots here for Saudi Arabia. 6 shots, 5 shots on target. Italy this time dominated. 5 shots, 4 shots on target. They each won one corner. Saudi Arabia conceded a foul, and that was a dangerous one. And Italy still dominated the ball possession. And that's all we have. Italy knock Saudi Arabia out at their own home stadium. And that's all we have. Our next Brisbane05Blaster World Cup match will be Chile against Cameroon. And let's take a look at this player stats here. Del Piero has the lead over Crespo, scoring 2 goals. Owen scored 1. And we're going to ignore Jørgen Peterson. It's actually Alexanderson who scored that goal. And then Robbie Fowler, Shaloub, Carlos Araujo, Christian Ziyech. So many players have scored bangers here for this tournament. But yeah, our next game. Let's take a look at our next game here. I'm going to go to schedule. That's where we'll find out. It is Chile versus Cameroon. I really hope you enjoyed this one, as we're going to see the final 2 round of 16 matches. Chile versus Cameroon and Republic of Korea against France. Who will join the remaining 6 teams? Like, which 2 teams will join the remaining 6 teams? That means, and make a full quarterfinal bracket. We're just going to see and find out. But I really hope you enjoyed this one. We'll be back for our next game. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back, and just as we witnessed, this went very close. And fair play from Saudi Arabia. They almost have it. But then Del Piero was the man to actually win the game here for Italy. And that's how Italy managed to go to the quarterfinals and win against Saudi Arabia 2-1. So I'm going to tell you the highlights here. So technically, it was like Saudi Arabia that dominated the first half of the match. But then at the second half, Del Piero scored an early goal at the second half. And then Shaloub, who I made a change before the second half started, he scored the easiest goal here. It was actually like a tap-in. And that got the game back into action. But then when Saudi Arabia conceded a free kick, Del Piero were at a very dangerous position. But instead of going for a shot, he actually passed it to Vieri. Then Vieri passed it back to Del Piero. And then Del Piero went for a curling effort shot. And that's how Italy managed to get this win. But it has been a very good game. Excuse me. But I think at the very fag end, you might have heard a door opening. Just apologize for that. It was just, it was just something else. Just forget about it. But yeah, it has been a really good game. And I think Italy might challenge England in the quarterfinals. And this match would really be the biggest match of the ages. England versus Italy. Just gonna see who will win this one. If it actually shows. But otherwise, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And our next game is going to be Chile versus Cameroon. And Cameroon has a lot of good players. They have the ex-Barcelona player Samuel Eto'o. And they have Song, I'm pretty sure. And for Chile, I think Chile don't have that much players. But we're going to see if they can upset Cameroon. Or it could be anyone's game. It's not basically an upset. It's just basically Chile and Cameroon are not that good. So it could be either one to actually join the quarterfinals. But I really hope you enjoyed this one. So Brisbane05Blaster here, signing off.